Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it, guys. So I wanted to do a follow-up video from the quality of life changes that I think we need in War Thunder. Of course, since that video was out, we had some changes to the quality of life stuff that I was even talking about in there. Well, at least two of them, like for example the fuel slider that is coming in the next update with the roadmap, and in future, I think it will be in the next patch after that, the chaff and flare changes that they will add. So I think the community is getting attention, and we need to continue to talk about stuff so that we get awareness for stuff that we actually want, right? So I really was glad that two of the things that I talked about in that video were actually implemented. It means that it was two changes that the community really wanted, and Gaijin actually listened to the community, right? So yeah, so let's talk about some of the other changes that I didn't include in that video that I really think they would make a difference. So the first one is kind of a smaller one, but still I still think that it should be added. An infinite number of friends. Guys, there's no reason why, or I don't see it, unless it's a technical limitation, why we are limited to 100 friends. Especially like me, for example, I really want to add people that add me, but I just can't because there is no way of me doing that. Because I have more invites that I can actually have as friends, so I just have to ignore them, which is kind of sad. But you know, it's kind of weird that we are limited to just 100 friends. So yeah, please fix that at Gaijin. It's a small thing, but it would make a difference. The second thing is show the rate of climb of an aircraft in general. Of course, you can add these type of thing with mods and stuff, like War Thunder real-time information. I have that, and it shows the rate of climb of the aircraft, but I just feel that it needs to be something that the pilot knows. More times than not, I mean, it's more of a secondary, like in a combat scenario it would be a secondary kind of instrument, but still it is nice to see how much climb you have, you know, and try to balance it out to actually see what is the best possible climb rate that you can do in a certain speed or everything like that. I don't have to explain myself. I think a lot of people would want that in every single aircraft that we fly. The third one is kind of a small one, but it would make a difference as well. Have you ever wondered, like, you get into a match and you cannot change your loadout, and you, like, I don't know, maybe the loadout changed in the latest patch, maybe you forgot to change something, and you are stuck with a bad loadout. So changing the loadout, being able to actually make a loadout inside a match, I think it would be a great addition. This is of course for aircraft, but still it would be very cool. The fourth one is a modification change should change the name of the vehicle. We don't have that many vehicles that do that, but the ones that we have, it's quite kind of annoying that they don't change the name. I think the oldest one that we had with that is probably the T-64B, because once you get the Contact 1 upgrade on it, it should be named T-64BV and not just B, but it is still named as B. So it's a small thing, but I think it should be having that. I think there are other vehicles, I have to check, but I think the T-80B should be BV as well, and that there are some others here and there, some modifications here and there, even some aircraft. I know that there are some aircraft out there that should change the name a little bit. I forgot, there was I don't know if it was a MiG-21 or something. I've forgotten, but there are a couple of vehicles, like 5 to 10 vehicles max in the game, that should be getting this. It's a small thing, but it it is kind of annoying, to be honest. The fifth one is the use of carriers, guys. We have amazing models for the carriers. We have even a VTOL carrier for the Soviets, which is amazing. It really, really is well modeled. But the thing is that it's not used in RRB. It really is never used. Of course, in other modes, it cannot be used, or simulator, it is already used. But in RRB, I think it should be added there. I mean, we used to have it. I don't know what changed so that it just ignored that, but it really is make like a difference on the... It's just a quality of life thing. It's just, it would be a lot more fun. I love back in the day when you were just taking off from carriers. It's cool, you know. It's a little bit of a plus on the start of the match, right? And of course, with that, better animations with crew members and stuff like that from the carrier, even for simulator battles, because the carriers, I mean, they're just empty, and it is really, really weird after all, right? The sixth one is something that it's kind of annoying as well. The cooldown for when you die prematurely should be removed, guys. Like, for example, when you crash due to, I don't know, somebody crashing into you, or even you did a mistake, but then you have to wait, I don't know, 8 minutes so that you can play again with the vehicle. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. Like, you are just pissing the players off. There's no obvious reason for you to do that. Are you like trying to ground people, like saying that, oh, now you should think about your actions and like stay in the hangar looking at your screen, right? It doesn't make any sense. It really does not. So they should definitely remove that. It's not even like a pay thing that you can actually just pay it off and, you know, use another, like, I don't know, they would get money out of it or anything. It's just like a weird thing that it's really, really punishing the player from something that it's just like, the guy is already paying the price, you know. Why do you need to like give an 8-minute cooldown for it, or 5 or whatever? So it's kind of weird, but yeah. And as a bonus for the final thing, I already talked about this, you being able to test drive every single vehicle. I think we should be able to do that. I even mentioned this in the last video, but I think there's a plus to it. Every single vehicle that you test drive, doesn't matter. Every single one, if it's a premium or not, should be spaded so that the player can actually know what the vehicle feels like, even if it's not going to feel like that when he starts playing. Yes, there is the reference thing, but it's not really a full spaded vehicle, right? It's just the performance of it, the munitions are not there, the missiles, everything. So yeah, that should be a thing as well. So these are my 7 quality of life changes that I think are a follow-up for the first video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what are your quality of life changes that you would like to see in War Thunder.